Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers and jumping on in to the Crypto Lifers show. Let me get this rocker board situated the way I need it. And there we go. I'm sitting on my rocker board ready to rock. And here we go. All right. About to have my water doing damage. Ran out of lemons this morning. A little upsetting. Also, Island Bee Company, Martha's Vineyard. Get down with the bees, baby. Always have your honey. And today is Toasty Tuesday. Jump on in to the Patreon. Jump into the trading group. Try to make it as accessible as possible here. Toasty Tuesdays. Jump on into Toasty Tuesdays. Why is it Toasty Tuesdays? Because it's hot, baby. It's hot and toasty, and it's a warm, nice, beautiful place to be, like a nice piece of toast. So jump on in to Toasty Tuesdays. 1 month for $75, 3 months for $225, 1 year for $800. It'll never be this inexpensive again for the rest of my life. I almost promised that, and I don't like to break my promises. I can promise that it will never be this inexpensive again for the rest of my life. So, unless I die and there's like it's an I died special or something crazy. But we'll see. So, just putting that out there. Toasty Tuesday sale. Join my Patreon for $175. Pay in cryptocurrency or PayPal. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. We'd much prefer that you pay in cryptocurrency, considering we are the Crypto Lifers. You can only imagine how we would feel about it. But do the right thing, pay in cryptocurrency. $175 for the month, $225 for 3 months, and $800 for the year. You can't get it any better. You can't get cryptocurrency knowledge any cheaper than that on the entire web. Anywhere else on the web, you will not get it like that. I'm telling you, no matter how much you think you could, you will not. So, trust me, I've done the math. I've priced it to a point where if you go against anyone out there online, you won't get a better package. So, let's take a look at Bitcoin finally pumping again out of this falling wedge to the upside. They've been playing games with Bitcoin. But by golly gee oh my, can it finally break out of the pattern? We're going to look at 2 different scenarios, 3 different ideas, but so far so good. Look at Bitcoin breaking out of the falling wedge to the upside. Last night I'm looking at it on the 10-minute time frame, and I'm looking at this divergence that was beautifully formed, but then boom, they would drop it right there on the dot. That would kind of negate the divergence, which is interesting, but it would still play out as divergence. The angle were not the same. It was Class C divergence, but it made it very, very difficult for a regular trader to figure out. Then they flagged it here, okay, on the 10-minute. Look at the beautiful flag here on the 10-minute. Now we're breaking out of a flag here on the 10-minute time frame. Bitcoin pumping 58,900. What a confusing time for a young trader. If you're a new trader in the game, what a confusing time. Bitcoin pumps, Bitcoin dumps, all these crazy things in and out. Absolutely absurd. Makes it very, not that easy to track Bitcoin. Okay, so beautiful pump for BTC. Not too bad. What do we see going on for Bitcoin? Well, let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is cooked. We keep getting high, but it's just not enough. We'll get a candle close above 58,500. Maybe, yeah. That's the best we can do. I mean, we really needed to break through this range here. Until we break through this range, it ain't happening. So we're going to go look at Bitcoin together on a clean slate. We're going to start fresh, like we do every single morning. Get a new perspective. So we can say we're in this flag right here, and we need to break to the upside. But until I see a candle close above a substantial resistance area, I don't really buy any of this chop, Bitcoin has to close a candle above 60K, and it has to close a candle here above 61,500 area. These two highs have to be broken, otherwise we just keep making lower highs. I don't buy it. It's just not, right? So bull or bear market revealed today. We're going to go over it. Are we in a bull or a bear market? Let's make the final decision. I'm going to make my final call. Actually, there's never really a final call. That's the problem, is you can never make, what's the final call? Is you can never make a final call, whether you're in a bull or bear market. You got to take everything day by day. A true trader, the most successful trader, knows that anything is possible. Any day could be the beginning of a bear or the beginning of a bull. We don't know. Any single day. It could be a black swan event. The world could change. Anything is possible. We'll know in the charts as it starts to form. The charts will tell us where to get in and where to get out. That'll be all planned out for us. If we listen to the charts, it'll be there. But, when it comes to it, you gotta, when it comes down to it, I take it day by day, step by step, 1 hour by 1 hour on the charts. Right now, 1 hour is high. Whenever the 1 hour gets this high, highly likely we get a bit of a pullback or a flag. So, last two times right here, we nailed it. We're pretty good at nailing these tops, and they've been in the morning around the same time, right? The high of the day is around the beginning of my stream, right? And then that's it. Seems to be kind of to dwindle off. So now, Bitcoin makes a flag. Interacts again with what? The 21-day moving average. I sound like a broken record if you come to the live stream every day, but this is what it is. And I project the next trade way before it ever happens. Thought I was hitting Alt H. So here's the next trade before it even occurs. Bam. Target would be 61,900. That would finally get me above these two levels that we need to get above. So really, we can look at bigger time frames. We can look at all this other nonsense, but really it doesn't matter. Because until Bitcoin breaks this level and this level, nothing matters. Either we break these levels or we do not. Bitcoin needs to break above 60K, 61,108, and get a candle close here somewhere in the 61,008, 61,900 range. Until then, I take none of these rallies seriously. This isn't, it's not happening. We are having a golden cross there on the 1 hour time frame. Not too bad right there. Look, 50-day crossing the 200-day moving average. Okay? Not a big deal. We got one right there. Did nothing. So it's not a huge deal. But it's better than nothing. Bless me. So, this is how I track Bitcoin now on the 1 hour time frame. Highly likely that the stochastics will come to the downside. We could get a double top. That would be great. And that would be a quicker push to the upside. But it's more likely we kind of come to the downside here on the stochastics. So now I put an alert here on the stochastics RSI and I wait for that to hit. I look at the 4 hour too as well, and the 4 hour showing signs of life. You see that? We got the flip that I was talking about. So could we get a flip on the 4 hour? The flip is a smaller movement in the stochastics that renders a bullish move. And, we could stay up here for a second. But again, remember, that 4 hour needs to come to the downside. It's more likely this is just a fake out of this pattern and we break back into it again. Like, you know. If I had to call it, you know, and we see a very ugly inverted head and shoulder. You see a bit of a head here, a shoulder there, and a shoulder there. So, possible inverted head and shoulder for Bitcoin. Could we break to the upside and continue? Let's look at that 15-minute. Where's the 15-minute stand on you? It's got legs. Interesting. I'll tell you what. The 15-minute has some room here. There's the measured move. We'll go from there. 15-minute could get us to 60K. So all eyes on this 15-minute. Can you keep coming up, come up, come up? When that gets high, that will be the end of the overall morning rally. We'll be high on the RSI on the 15-minute, and that'll be that. We did break out, but it's lackluster. It's lackluster. It looks like we had our spurt of volume. We saw who people bought in, and it just kind of flat. People are more excited about other coins. I mean, I don't mind flat Bitcoin. Flat Bitcoin is really good for all coins. So nothing wrong with some flat Bitcoin. So this is it. I mean, one more push up possibly on the 15. It could wick back down and then form the flag. So I watch this 15-minute flag here and see what it renders till we get to the high point. 4 hours not in our favor. Remember that. It's getting overbought. One more push-up, but eventually, I mean, we're getting extended on the 4 hour. The daily time frame has still got some momentum. Hasn't crossed the dotted line yet. And we're moving out. So far, the daily time frame says we could get the push to the upside. Possible shoulder, head, and shoulder, though. Right? I mean, I haven't talked about this before. I didn't really look at it. It's a little right shoulder. There's a head. There's a possible head and shoulder pattern forming here that could dump us to the downside. Just saying, you know, I'm just open-minded all the time, showing myself what is possible. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. I mean, so you better hope this inverted on the bottom plays out. Daily, all right. RSI finally resetting, getting back to the low point. But, yeah, so I'm not seeing huge signs of a move, but this is a falling wedge with a 68% chance of break to the upside. We broke out of it, broke back into it, you know. You could even kind of wedge it like this, right? And we are kind of breaking out of the falling wedge so far on the daily time frame. We got a candle in 8 hours. We got it. Oh, no, wait, no, hold on. Yeah, we did. So this candle will close in 8 hours from now, and we'll get to the bottom of what's really going down for BTC, right? On your time, Mask, thanks. As always, shout out to BB Guard SP. Thank you so much for asking about Mask on the Super Chat. Appreciate you for starting up the Super Chats for $5 on the Super Chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. So there's my idea for Bitcoin. It's basically got to hold this level in the 15-minute. And we're going to see where it goes in the 15-minute. If it can continue to the upside, okay. But to me, that's kind of the end of that rally. 1 hour, 15-minute. Getting pretty close. Looks like we're going to flag out here or make a flag. We'll see. We'll see. But it looks like that is where Bitcoin's really going to stall out here. 58,800. Really, I don't see much more gas for Bitcoin. Can some of the altcoins pick up the steam? Yes, but watch your USDT pairs as Bitcoin stalls out as well. STX likes to follow Bitcoin. UNFI. We talked about this a few times. It was on the low. Starting to make a bit of a push. Not much. Ocean up to 115. Ocean pushing. Telling you, Ocean looks like it wants to get all the way up to 197. We've been getting into Ocean. I got into Ocean way back in the day. Been holding it for way too long, though. Way too long. Solana showing signs of life. Bouncing off of the 618 Fibonacci level. And we're going to talk about our baby Shiba Inu. I know the whole world wants to know, is SHIB dead? What was up with SHIB? Was SHIB going to make it? So many people gave up on their SHIB. And then all the big YouTubers were like, I told you not to buy crap coins. I'll tell you what. I'm a long-term investor. I'm a long-term, I've been basically trading for a long time. And I personally even bought a bag of SHIB because in my mind, I know SHIB will play out because the whole world has SHIB. I don't shun things when most people are into them. So look, we bounced off of the very in between the 886 and the 786. That's an incomplete retracement. 886 is a beautiful retracement. You retrace that low, it's highly likely you've bottomed out. We also saw extreme hidden bolus divergence, tells us the trend will continue to the upside because we have swing up to swing up here. But swing down to swing down on the RSI tells us that we will get a move to the upside on the hidden bullish divergence, Shiba Inu. And so Shiba now, look, it got rejected by the 618 Fibonacci level, but it's doing its thing. Two big candles on the daily, so moving for SHIB to 4969. Not too bad. I see SHIB continuing to the upside and hitting the bigger target. All the way at 10.55.8. So that's my idea for SHIB, right? And I'm sticking to it. The retracement was way longer. I thought we'd get golden pocket retracement. We did not. Really came right back down to previous support, almost, very, very close. So watching SHIB closely on the daily, we did get a push up. Want to see a little more of a movement. What do you get on the 3-day? 3-day is ready to rock too as well. 3-day is a very strong time frame for massive moves. Last time the 3-day gave it to us, it gave it a massive move to the upside. You only had to wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 days. And then another 6 days for a just boom. So watch Shiba Inu. Watch this market. Look for Santa Claus super cycles coming. ETH going all the way. ETH is the mover too. When ETH pushes up against the other currencies, then you know you're going to have an altcoin cycle. So Ethereum. ETH looking beautiful. And look, we talked about ETH down here at $3,300. Okay. And now ETH, look, it just formed the falling wedge again. And look, bigger cup and handle, went to the target. My target was 50,000, 5,050. Went to about 48,000, almost 49,000, right? Target for ETH is all the way up here at about $6,000. So ETH continuing to rip faces off. And the 3-day looks absolutely beautiful. I'm telling you, that 3-day chart is the answer. It gets all the way, all the minutia. It's nice and smooth. It plays out well, the 3-day chart. If you learn anything today, learn how to play with the 3-day. Coin of the day that I'm going to let you know about is CERE. You may want to watch this as well. CERE, this CERE network, it's just been slowly consolidating on the low lows. Low cap gem on KuCoin, doing damage. Beautiful project with a lot of eyes on it. CERE. It's just like Radix. Nobody knows about this thing yet. Like, they don't realize how big it's going to be. This CERE network. This thing is hot right now. This is basically the unsung hero of the day, right? We should always have like a unsung hero, like unknown coin of the day. Coin of the day that people just are overlooking. Overlooked coin of the day. That's what it is. So today is CERE. The overlooked coin of the day is CERE. I'm going to try that segment every time now. The overlooked coin of the day. And so we'll be looking for that. CERE is on my radar, sitting at 15 cents. Pretty flat line. No one's really thinking about it. I'm telling you, EXRD looked a lot like this. And EXRD at 44 looking very, very bullish, bouncing off the 618. Only 2 levels of resistance for EXRD before it gets ready for a massive move. I hold a big bag of EXRD. But look, EXRD was down here just like CERE. See? This looks a lot like CERE right now. Just kind of hanging out. Nobody really looking at it. Just kind of. And then, boom. Next thing you know, it was gone, right? A lot of news for Doc this quarter. A lot of news for Doc this quarter. Been talking about this accumulation zone for Doc. It's still in it. Holding its level pretty nicely. Watch Doc, though. Target 29. We looked at it here on CoinMomo. It has so much news this month. Search Doc in the. Oh yeah, if you're new in my group and you're not sure how to use the exclusive group, look, you can type in DOC here. And look, Doc News setup. And look, Doc News, these setups are based on the tech advancements. Look, Doc server on the 31st. The mobile wallet will be coming out. Exchange-based staking. The Ledger wallet support. App Store wallet release. That's big. Integrate fiat on-ramp. That's huge. API upgrade and SDK and API credentials all on the 31st of December. These are big events for Doc. So look for Doc to continue its tear. It's basically been consolidating for a long time, but this thing was only a penny, even less than a penny when I first started looking at Doc. Doc.io. Take a look at Doc. See what it does. Get yourself acclimated with the project, with the team. Do your own research. Do some technical analysis on it and see if it fits in your investment strategy. Again, I'm not an investment advisor. Nothing I say and do here is investment advice. Please get yourself an investment advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any trade, project, or coin. Okay? Now, it's been interesting, the last few days, thinking about the new year coming up, right? And the change in the guard and what's going to happen. Do we get that year-end sell-off, right? There's so much uncertainty in the market as much as there is so much beautiful, just building and movement. We know that this gaming NFT space is continuing to take off. We're seeing massive moves in the space, and it's continuing to rip. I was looking at something, if you stay towards the end, I'm going to give you a low-cap gem that we found yesterday as a team. A low-cap gem that looks very, very promising, very, very amazing. Something I'm looking at on the radar as well. So a low-cap gem on the radar that you may or may not want to know about. I think you may. And we'll let the cat out the bag, so to speak, at the end of the live. So stay tuned for that if you want to jump in. Again, today is also my beginner's course in technical analysis. It's today at 3. We still have room if you email cryptolifers@gmail.com. We still have room if you want to get into the beginner's course. It's an amazing course. Take this time to really get educated, to learn, to master, technical analysis. Take this time to get a handle on it and learn what it is and how it can help you. Take this time. We'll learn how to draw pennants. You'll learn how to use the MACD, the RSI, the stochastics RSI, how to find divergences, give you a divergence cheat sheet, give you a pattern list, give you all sorts of fun things to keep you finding your way in cryptocurrency, And these tools you can use in any market for the rest of your life. You'll end up with a 9-point checklist and a PowerPoint that you can go through before you get into any single trade. That'll just give you a higher probability of having a success rate when you do the right things, when you study, when you stay disciplined. And you'll know exactly how I trade in the system in which I use to trade any market anywhere in the world at any given moment. So if that excites you, I would jump into the beginner's course today at 3 to 5:30. You will not be disappointed. So here, this is it right here. The beginner's course, 2 hours of cryptocurrency, crypto trading course, 2-hour beginner cryptocurrency course, Eastern time, 3 to 5 p.m. I usually go till 5:30, but learn proper risk management, entering a trade checklist, and calculating a stop loss. Jump on in to the beginner's course, okay? After that, you'll be schmitten with me and the crew. You'll realize it is the best place online to learn, and I'm 9 out of 10 people that join into the tutoring, then they jump right in to the Patreon. And today we have a special Toasty Tuesdays. Look at that handsome guy right there. And exclusive Patreon access, 1 month for $75, 3 months for $225, and 1 year for $800. Pay in crypto or PayPal. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com to get into the trading group. So it's all waiting for you to change your life. I am here every single day, and I am not stopping until you change your life. All right, so there you go. Doc, 29 cents, looking spicy to me as well. Let's get into the chat. Let's see what people are talking about. Let's find out what the lifers are doing. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. 216 people on the game. Thank you very much. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live stream. Gotta check out Silver. Can you look at Matic? So excited to take the beginner's course today. Shout out to Quentin Davis. Is the beginner's course the same for December 12th? Just bag some CER. CWAR. Looking very dapper. Keep up the good work, brother. Shout out to Big Jim. Let's get these likes up. I appreciate that. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Fix the green screen. Jet Cloudone. I don't see anything wrong with the green screen. I don't see anything wrong with the green screen. What? Think you bugging, man. You got me bugging now, wasting. All right. Unless I can't see something. I don't see it though. It's so weird. Where? Look, there's no... See what I'm saying? I think you bugging, man. I don't see it. You guys are freaking wasting time with that kind of nonsense, man. Let's, like, come on, man. I mean, I get it. I appreciate it. But, like, let's get to brass tacks, man. Let's talk about coins and let's have some fun. Talk about a slither of green screen. I get it, though. Thank you. You know I'm a perfectionist. I appreciate that. Okay, let's take a look at XLM here doing its thing. Slow consolidation. And this is what happens. Things get boring. When things get boring, you accumulate. Everyone's like, oh, we're in a bear market. It's not going to happen. Oh, yeah. Bitcoin's going to roll over. And people start leaving the market. They really do. There's a bunch of people who think they know that we're in a bear market. They're going to watch this market rip people's faces off and be like, ah. See, I don't know what's going to happen. But I know eventually we're going to have a huge pop. Is it in 2022? Is it 2024? It's coming, though. And we get a bull run in 2024, which doesn't even seem that long from now, really, right? We got a halving in 2020, right? And it's already been 2 years since the halving. It seems so strange. Seems like we just had a halving. We have another halving in 2 years, which starts another insane rally. It's kind of crazy. You only have to wait 2 years for another insane rally. Like, and this one's been extended pretty much longer than I even thought. Because it's been like a year. Been trading Bitcoin for a year. Been insane. Absolute insane. See, I'm fuzzy because I can't. Let me see. That's fuzzy, right? Zoom in all the way. There we go. That's pretty. Oh. That's going to be pretty good. And did I leave the slither again? Yeah. So close to slither. A slither. Stellar Lumens, though. Not my favorite play in the game, but it looks like it's going to go all the way up to $1 on the measured move. So Stellar Lumen's on my radar, and I have a low cap, I'm telling you, play to earn gem that looks amazing, and it's on my radar, and I'm going to do a deep dive on it together with you later on. Let's take a look at PLOC as it just took off on KuCoin. Oh my God, Polka City on KuCoin, 236. How high did it go? Where did it go? It went all the way to 282. Not too bad. They're handling it well. You know why? There's a lot of people that hold PLOC, like me, and I didn't go run and fly my PLOC over here. Of course not. I kept it right, staking, doing its thing on Polka City. You know what I'm saying? Right where it was supposed to be, baby. So we broke out, got the sell-off, got rejected for whatever reason by this point. Well, that was previous resistance point. If we look at Polka City here. Look, you can see it was the last thing I've been looking at. Went to a high of 319 on this wick. Woof. Wick back down to 189. Now it's holding levels here at 222. Polka City. To me, it's just doing a retest there. Broke out, retesting the top trend line, getting ready for a bigger move to the upside. This project is so hot. It's got so much going for it. I am very, very bullish on Polka City. Yes, I own a bag of it, so of course I'm bullish on it. But I'm very, very bullish on Polka City. So now it's in a bit of a cup and handle. The messiest cup and handle I've ever seen, but like somewhat of a cup and handle. 5-minute chart. High risk, high reward. This thing's just getting started. But now a lot of people are going to be able to find out what Polka City is and learn about it. I'm going to be making a video about it later on today, Polka City. So get excited, get enriched for Polka City, because I'm going to do a deep dive on it. It's going to be an absolute amazing trip into Polka City. If you can handle the info, we're going to deep dive Polka City and find out what really goes down. So measured move on this cup and handle would be $3.38. Bam. And Polka City's been there before. Came out on KuCoin, brand new, but it's been around. We know this coin for a long time. Let's take a look at KMA. Also just came out on KuCoin, Calamari. The Calamari. And this is high risk, high reward. Remember, I said high risk, high reward. Brand new coins on KuCoin. I like to just watch them closely first. See what they do. I watch them to make sure they find a support and resistance zone, something of that nature. Something to give me a reason why they may, like here we have a low, higher low, right? Show me that. Now I want to see the break above previous support and resistance zones, and like until then, like I don't want to take it seriously. So like break out, get a candle close above 55 or 0.5, 5 cents and 5.5 cents, and I'll take this thing maybe somewhat seriously. Solana, anything below 2 beans looks healthy to me. Forming a bit of a flag here, kind of following Bitcoin. Did a nice bit of a pump here, but it's going to flag out like Bitcoin did. Watch all these USDT pairs. They're just going to mimic Bitcoin for the rest of the day, which looks like Bitcoin's going to go sideways if we're lucky. Or make another move back to the downside. I would not like to see Bitcoin enter the pattern again that it broke out of, but anything is possible, right? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance, total 2, and the entire market like we do every single day. Bitcoin dominance falling to the downside. That's good for altcoins, right? We talked about this the other day on the 4-hour being extremely high, overbought, and we were going to have a blast to the downside. And look, bearish retest of the kind of a bear panic. Cool. You could also say we kind of fell out of a falling wedge here. And we hit the top trend line and dropped. Still has some downward momentum. Not done yet. Let's take a look at the daily time frame pushing to the upside. Daily time frame says Bitcoin wants to come back with a vengeance, or the market wants to dump on us. One or the other, right? Either way, it tells us that Bitcoin dominance wants to pump. So Bitcoin dominance looking very strong on the daily time frame and the 4-hour and the 1-hour. Showing signs that Bitcoin wants to pump or actually give us a bit of a dump. So let's take a look now. I want to juxtapose Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. Put these things two together and see what we're looking at. Now, Bitcoin on the 1-hour is high. Okay? But dominance is low. All right? It's not the best sign. Usually it means we're going to go sideways or down, right? If Bitcoin is high, it means we're going to come down. And dominance is low, means that's going to come up. For dominance to go low, usually Bitcoin dumps and puts Bitcoin up, or Bitcoin pumps and brings dominance up. So either we have a massive rally here on the 1 hour to the upside, which is possible, and we break above this high. What I'm looking at is some sideways action for Bitcoin. And you can see how we're starting to form the sideways pennant. We didn't get the momentum on the 15-minute. We got rejected hard by 59,000 yet again. 59,295, and then boom, massive red candles for the 15-minute chart. So it's showing signs that we are just kind of forming a flag here or a falling wedge, something of some sideways action for Bitcoin. So definitely some indecision. Definitely not a day like yesterday. Yesterday I opened up a trade, right? Halfway through the live stream, the trade popped. It's not a day like that today. It's a day where I'm definitely watching, looking. Could even see a short on Bitcoin, honestly. If I had to call it, let's take a look at BTC down. Bitcoin down. Funny, it's in a big bowl. Could bounce off the bottom of the bowl. It's in a falling wedge in the 1 hour. Bit of a indecision. I lay off Bitcoin for the day on these ones. I really do. Cryo War, baby. 384 coming back down to support. Fallen to the downside. Cryo War. Went to a high all the way of 473. Came back down to 383. Why I like Cryo War? Well, I'll show you what's happening here. We're very low on the 1 hour, as opposed to Bitcoin that is high on the 1 hour, right? So just something to think about. This thing has pumped when Bitcoin has gone. It's just defied Bitcoin completely numerous times. So I'm watching Cryo War very closely here. This is the measured move to about $6.51. Readjusted the chart. And these just are mere ideas. I'm always posting a mere idea. It can be shifted at any time, just kind of seeing what's going down. 381 for Cryo War. Bitcoin looks like it's going to take a bit of a hit too on the 1 hour. Oversold on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, though, looking pretty healthy. Took a Fibonacci pull on this as well. Cryo War on my radar, bouncing off of 0.5 fib. Could come down one more lower to the golden pocket at 363, 364. We're watching it very, very closely, though. Very bullish on this project. Just came out and has been moving to the upside wonderfully. There was some bearish divergence there for sure. Cryo War. So Cryo War on the radar as well. Moving. It's oversold on the 1 hour, oversold on the 15-minute, and ready to go on the 15 and the 1 hour as well. Do you see some divergence? That's what you want to see as well. Do you want to rock out that divergence? You know, you see like Class C divergence. You have swing down to swing down, which is pretty sharp. This swings down, but not nearly as sharp. A little more steady. It's more flat. Not as much of a downtrend. So that tells me that we do have divergence. We could see a nice pop to the upside here for CWAR. So we're watching it closely. And it's bouncing off of, look, resistance. Had a lot of resistance in this area here at about 360. All right. And 379, 380. 380 actually on the dot right where it's sitting. And every day, I always have honey in the morning, sometimes in the middle of the day, and at night. Honey is just known to protect you from viruses as well. Helps free radicals from moving through your cells. Honey, man. Shout out to the raw honey at the Island Bee Company from Martha's Vineyard. This is beautiful honey. Look at that. Oh my God. Nothing like some good honey. Tell you what, you want to get in my good graces, send me some fine honey, baby. Have to clean that up later. Okay. Got all sticky, but I love it, man, the honey stick. Dow Jones taking a bit of a tank again today, down 321 points. So the Dow futures weren't looking too crispy. They're trying to kind of crush the market here, coming back down on the 1 hour. But the daily tells me that we're going to have a push to the upside. So they're playing games with the daily. As long as we hold this bottom trend line here, all is well for the Dow. See that? Up, down, just in that inverted head and shoulder. To me, we're making the right shoulder here. Dow oversold, ready to rock. We even had some hidden bullish divergence here forming. Tells us the trend will continue to the upside. So even if they manipulate the news all they want, show me the charts, I'll show you the news. This says big rally for the Dow is coming. A big rally for the Dow is coming. I'm not stressing this 350 tumble right now on the Dow Jones Industrial. Total, which is the entire market of cryptocurrency, at 2.63, booming. We talked about this yesterday, 2.59, and we broke above another resistance point. But look, we keep getting rejected. The more we hit this point, the weaker it gets. Eventually, we're going to break through. So rejection at 2.67, 2.69. I want to see us push to the upside. The daily is doing it. The 3-day, just getting started. The last time the 3-day got started, we went from 1.75 trillion all the way to 2.9. An entire $1 trillion came into the market. The last time the 3-day got started, 2 down here, we went from 1.13 all the way to 2.45. So the 3-day brings about $1 trillion into the market each time it moves up. And we're about to move up on the 3-day yet again. Could we bring in another $1 trillion into the entire market cap? Says the 3-day, it says yay. That would be a breakup and a parabolic move out of this rising wedge to the upside. Also, it's a giant cup and handle, which we keep reminding you guys over and over again, you guys and gals. Shout out to everyone that jumped into the Patreon in the last 2 days. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you very, very much. Huge response to the Cyber Monday. So hoping we have the same huge response here on Toasty Tuesday. Jump on in. What do you get when you join the trading group? You get access to the Telegram rooms, okay? You get access to the NFT focus group where people learn about things that are just coming out. Polka City just coming here on KuCoin. Also, other information and awesome stuff. I don't even want to show you because there's a gem in there which I want to show you guys myself at the end of the live stream. Don't want to keep it under wraps. Also, every Wednesday, we do a weekly screen share where we all sit together and we go over the cryptocurrency market. I do a Q&A at the end where you can ask any question you want about technical analysis about a coin. Don't ask about your portfolio. What we do in the group, we teach technical analysis. We show setups. We show ideas, Fibonacci, examples of how to draw pennants, example of support and resistance, how to use the long tool, what risk-reward ratio is, all that interesting stuff, right? What we don't do, we don't trade for you. We don't have a fund. I'll never email you and ask you for your money, and I will never be a financial advisor to you. I won't sit with you and tell you what to buy and sell, and we won't work through your portfolio together. Never going to happen. That's what we don't do. What we do is we educate. I am an educator, a teacher. I pride myself as being an educator. If you really would define me, I'm an educator. I started my YouTube channel educating. It started to blow up, got a little bit of recognition. Still grinding, right? We're nowhere near where we want to be. We're still grinding. And I'm super happy for every single person that comes on into the live. So thank you so much. So, educating here, educating. We will never take hold of your portfolio. We will never, if someone does that and says it's me, that's someone doing a WhatsApp or someone impersonating me. I will never actually hit you up and ask you for anything. I won't even respond. When you join our group, we do not telegram you and say, thank you for joining the group. You know, do you want to do other things? We don't do that. If someone's doing that, that means they are a scammer, okay? My picture here on Telegram, it says, if I DM you, I am a scammer. It says that. That's what it says. Look. You go to these settings here, look. If I DM you, I am a scammer. And I'm pointing at it. You see that? So people will get a DM from me and be like, is this you? And I'll be like, dude, if I DM you, I'm a scammer. You know? I don't have time to run through the DMs and say hi to everybody. I wish I did. We do not. We send you a welcome email. Will be coming, and we're working on a beautiful welcome email we're going to send to everybody, and get ready for that as well. Even if you're old, we're going to send you a beautiful new welcome email that just kind of explains the groups a little more, explains what we're doing, and has more direction. So total 3 is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrencies, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this says we want to get all the way to $1.4 trillion. We're at 971 billion right now, and the 3-day is just getting scrumptious. So there's minutia on all the other time frames, but the 3-day is the chart that I'm really looking for and that I'm watching very, very closely. Look at the dollar index as well, pumping today. Not too good for Bitcoin, getting a bit of a dump and then a pump back to the upside. The dollar and the 3-day though, look, this is the opposite. This wants to take a massive tumble. So great for the altcoins. People want to jump out of the dollar and jump into the alts. The 3-day is ready to dump for the market. So we got our double bottom. We pumped off of it. We came up to resistance, and hopefully the dollar takes another massive dump to the downside. Look at the bigger time frame here for the dollar. And you can see we're just in a massive down. We're in consolidative sideways action. Wow, the dollar's so big, you have to look at it in such a big time frame. But look at it, it's just in a it is in a downtrend. Just in a massive downtrend, and says that it eventually will want to come back to the bottom of the channel here. Oversold on the weekly time frame. Overbought, I mean, wants to come back to the downside too. So showing signs of a massive move back down to possibly 71 or 70. We did get to a low here in 07 of 70. So it can happen. It can happen. Did take the, very close to the dumpage there. And we would be kind of low. We would hit these low areas for about 4 years. The dollar would struggle very, very, very strongly down here. This is when I would learn about cryptocurrency, and this is where Bitcoin would be born in 2009 out of the ashes of the dumps of the dollar. Quite interesting, New coin on KuCoin that we haven't seen. It's a metaverse DAO with liquid staking called XTAG. That's not the gem I'm giving you, but I just want to put it on your radar. A brand new coin here on KuCoin. Take a look at this brand new coin, #. Okay? Look at this, just came out. You can't even take a look at it on the weekly. That's funny, right? Looking at a new coin on the weekly. This thing went all the way to 37. It's at $3 now. Unbelievable. Again, high risk, high reward for a coin of this nature. You almost have to go to the 1 minute to see anything that's going on with it. And look how early it just came out on KuCoin. $3.61. Insane. And look what it did is, like, on the 1 minute, it made a bit of a falling wedge here. Broke out. Now it's bouncing off previous support and resistance lines. You could trade the 1 minute just like you trade the daily time frame. Just shrug off the time frame in your mind and play it as if you would play any other move, right? Seems to be flagging out again here, slightly. Measured move all the way up here to 550. Very, very possible for XTAG. Very interesting. You have nothing to go on. The 1 minute. High risk, high reward for sure. We'll keep this on ice. Brand new coin on KuCoin. Just coming out. A metaverse DAO with liquid staking. Right? Create communities, vested token rewards, automated reviews, lend and borrow, plus a proof of stake reward multiplier. Indulge in liquid staking of the project tokens with multiple rewards. Quite interesting. XTAG, brand new on the radar, right? It's a play to earn Web 3.0 small cap project that runs on Solana. I mean, that's a big deal, right? I mean, it's got all the buzzwords. The new buzzwords now are Web 3.0. Play to earn. You want play to earn in the game. If you hear play to earn, that's a big deal. So XTAG on the radar. Let's take a look at here on Coin Market Cap as well. XTAG. X hashtag at 383, up 36% today, doing its thing. They won't even really tell you the market cap. Let's take a look at the website. Earn crypto while helping shape the future of Web 3.0. And they put their video on Vimeo, which is interesting. It's cool. They put a lot of time into the video. They could do a lot better just explaining to the layman what's going on, right? Powered by Solana, a DAO for the future of work. Listed on the exchange soon. Initial supply just came on, baby. Ready to rock. Build instant communities. Create communities. Roadmap. Whitelist launch map, right? So they're just getting started. Partners. KuCoin Labs. I mean, that's a big deal. Gate.io Labs. I like to see that too. Soul Razor. Let's look at that. We'll take a look at Soul Razor too as well. On our radar, another coin. So interesting. Another deep dive today. Every single day, if you come to the live stream, you're going to learn about a new coin, a new technology. That's why people come here to the live stream, because not only are they going to learn about Bitcoin dominance, total 2, the entire market, the dollar, the Dow Jones, and really get a picture of the entire world market and what's going on. You also get a look at what's happening in brand new coins that are just coming out in the space. So XTAG, looking quite interesting to me as well. Let's take a look at what's hot in my group of coins, in my neck of the woods as well, and see what's going down. Stacks loves to follow Bitcoin when Bitcoin pumps. Stacks, but that's a giant double top there on the 1 minute. But look at Stacks, man, pumping to the upside. Did come back down and grab our stop loss and then pump to the upside. But I see this thing moving. Look at this. If we reposition this, we can see that this thing really wants to move, man. And it's already breaking out of that pennant to the upside. Stacks. Measured move happens to get a little lower now. About 462 for Stacks. My man. I think of my man Stack McChange, man. Stacks, baby, Stacks. Happy Thanksgiving, big brother, and thanks to you and your family. I've learned in this short time the Fibonacci class was so helpful. I just drew one today to look at CWAR, but I still feel pretty stuck on divergences. I understand the concept, but have a hard time identifying it myself. With that being said, will there ever be a divergence class? I know how crucial your trading style is, and I just want to be on the same page. You know what? Take the beginner's course, man, and that's really what the beginner's course is. Just get in there, man. Jump on in there, you know? You will learn so much. Yeah, don't be shy with your learning, man. Educate yourself as much as you can, you know. Beginner's course is today at 3 p.m. Like, don't waste time. Make it happen. So let's take a look at this. The NBS, I mean, on a bigger and smaller time frame, when I just cut it down to brass tacks, right? It's an ascending triangle of sorts here. See that? The wick stands. New bit shares wants to move. Interesting. MFT Solana 212, baby. Telling you right now, before you know it, Solana will be $400 or $500 a coin. People look back like, huh? Sushi taking a bit of a hit. Let's look at Sushi. Haven't looked at it in a long, long time. Back when I used to have labels on those. Wow, it's forming just a giant consolidated pennant here, in my opinion. Kind of a descending triangle, but bull pennant. With some a little more consolidation towards the end. And eventually a massive move to the upside is what all these are saying. I mean, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. This is telling us that there's going to be a massive move for Sushi at one point and another, right? All the way back up to 32. Pretty intense, right? Beam. Let me send you honey from Greece, Sam. Spiros, Krasias. Thank you so much, Spiros. It's accumulation zone for the parabolic move to the upside. Box breakout, let's go. He ate the honey and then put his used spoon back in the jar. No, no, no. You can do that. You know why? You can put your used spoon back in the jar because honey can't. Like, watch. Watch. And it's also my jar of honey. So basically, honey like doesn't ever go bad, like ever. You know what I'm saying? It has microbial contaminants of honey, antibiotic, pesticide, and microcontaminants. Oh, contaminants, pesticide and microbial contaminants. May be very toxic when produced from certain plants. Yeah, so you got to make sure where your honey is. But, you know, I know my honey's grown in a nice farm in Massachusetts, you know. But, yeah, honey really will kill bacteria. Like, you can put a spoon back in honey. It really won't do anything to it. It's also my jar of honey, man. Like, that's my honey. We have another jar of honey upstairs. And honestly, me and my wife, man, we share everything, man. Like, she wouldn't care. 2.59, though. Falling back down, man. Market cap. Struggling. Let's take a look back at Bitcoin. Some days are easy. Some days are hard. Not every day is going to be a perfect day to trade. You're going to be like, some days it's like, huh, what is going down, right? So Bitcoin just dumped to 56.9. This is crazy, right? So let's go back 15 minutes. So Bitcoin was pumping. It hit 59,000, got rejected, dumped hard, made a bit of a Bart Simpson, came down hard on the 15-minute, got rejected. Now it's a little bit of a bullish pin bar here, going a little battle here between the bulls and the bears here battling. Now, the only good thing about all this is we got above my big support zone here, this green area, right? Between 56,000 and 50, but 57K again has to hold. Like, we get back to this same old story. 57K, the 200-day moving average at 56,900. This has to hold. This level has to hold for Bitcoin. If it doesn't, ugly status, right? Ugly status. So, Bitcoin, man, been struggling. Every time it goes up, they dump it back down. It's like I've never seen the market maker try to grab liquidity so bad. What I truly believe, and I made a video about this recently, somehow we never got it posted, but I was talking about how the market maker is struggling to find liquidity. He's doing whatever he can to force people in and out of trades way sharper than they used to because there's less miners selling Bitcoin. They're holding back, and if there's less miners selling Bitcoin, the market maker can't fill his bags as much as he used to. He may still fill his bag, but he can notice, damn, I only got 100 Bitcoin. I used to get 110. I only got 120 Bitcoin. I used to get 200. Whatever it is, and then he's like, damn, I'm gonna get these Bitcoins some way or the other. So I'm gonna fake out these pennants, break them back down. I'm gonna do anything I can, right? What I did tell you though was the 1 hour was spent, and it looked like the trade was cooked, and we're either gonna go to the downside or make a falling, a side pennant. So we took the downside real fast. Let's take a look at my other chart. Tough couple days to trade Bitcoin for sure. Not easy. Not easy. So there was my idea that we were going to make basically a pennant or going to have to touch the 21-day moving average. So what's going to have to happen. And then we make this sharp down decline. Now what I do is here, you got to look at the daily time frame and just look at it fresh again. Pushing up for the line, we do see, we did hit previous support and resistance. Resistance became support. Plus, right? Keep getting rejected by this area, though. We cannot seem to break above this resistance. So we're stuck in a zone, really. Bounced off support, can't get above resistance. Daily time frame. So, like, this could be a shoulder, head, and a possible shoulder. To me, it's a falling wedge that broke out. Clean, see that? Fake this out, fake this right back down. And now we're kind of hitting these support zones. You do see a bit of bullish divergence even here on the daily time frame. Swing down to swing down. that does not swing as far down. It's a little down, but not nearly as sharp as that. That is bullish divergence. Tells you the trend should get a bit of a pop, and we did so far, but we keep getting rejected at these levels on the daily. Also, that 4-hour being high, not a good sign. We're getting a little bit of a flip there, but so far it's kind of indecisive. We could easily see Bitcoin coming back down to 53,000 one more time and just ranging in the zone. Just one more range zone, bound zone. Go to the 1 hour time frame. And we do have swing down to swing down. Slight bullish divergence there. Slight. It wasn't perfect. Class B or C. We did pump to the upside. So again, it's like if Bitcoin can't get above 59,000, and that what it is, it got rejected by 59. And we're struggling now again with the 1 hour getting overbought and pointing to the downside. So now, what do we see here? We see this flag. Almost like nothing to go on here. Something like this. So, okay. Now, this is our bullish scenario here, right? As we make a shoulder, ahead, and hopefully just another shoulder here, and this resets to the downside. I got an alert set here. When it hits, I'll keep you guys updated in the Patreon, and I'll be watching this pennant now very, very closely to see what happens with BTC. Here's my slight projection, and you got to be able to change up your mind as soon as possible. The faster you can flip it, the better of a trader you'll be, right? You can't get stuck in one thing. Oh, it's going to be this. It has to be that, right? So we're looking at this level now, and we're going to watch it very, very closely. And if Bitcoin breaks this level, comes back down here. So these are the levels to watch here on the local small time area. And if Bitcoin basically breaks 55,500, it's going back down to 53K, right? If it breaks this 57,000 region, it's going to come down and bounce off 56,000 easy, So all eyes on Bitcoin. We do have bounce. Very strong support here at 57,000, 56,009, but we're starting to break it now. So we'll see. Watching Bitcoin very, very closely. Treacherous day to trade, up and down in the market. Treacherous day to trade. Also, you got the Dow Jones playing games down now 483, continuing to make a bit of a tumble, right? A lot of Dow Jones news. So let's look at what they're saying here on the news just to see the world market. Rising COVID infections. U.S. consumer confidence slips in November amid inflation pressure. Dallas Fed's Texas service sector index rises in November. U.S. stocks slip as Omicron worries grow after vaccine warning. So for a Reuters Live broad, U.S. European stock market, travel, energy, and banks lead the market declines. The Dow and S&P slipped on Tuesday after a warning from vaccine maker Moderna's chief executive on the effectiveness of the shots against the Omicron variant hammered travel, energy, and banking shares. Global equity markets tumbled as Moderna CEO Stephen Bankman also told the Financial Times that it was likely the current crop of vaccines would need to be modified. Adding to the fears, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals said the COVID-19 antibody treatment and other similar drugs could be less effective against Omicron variant. U.S. stocks rebounded on Monday from Friday's deep sell-off as investors were hopeful that Omicron would not lead to lockdowns after reassurances from U.S. President Joe Biden. The old adage that the markets hate uncertainty couldn't be more true, and it's going to toe-to-toe with another well-known force, investors' love of dips, said Craig Earlham, senior market analyst. This whipsaw price action could become a regular feature over the next couple of weeks as information on the variant trickles out. For now, markets will remain very sensitive to indications that the vaccines may not protect us this winter as much as we had hoped. 7 of the 11 major S&P sectors declined earlier trading, with energy, SPN, and financials SPF down more than 1%. Banks, SPX dropped 1.4%, tracking a dip in treasury yields as a safe haven demand kept bond buying high. Travel and leisure stocks slumped with S&P 1500 Airlines, SPOC MA Air, and the S&P 1500 Hotels, Restaurant, and Leisure. SPCOM HRL indexes sliding 1.4% each. The small cap Russell 2000 index also fell 0.7%. Meanwhile, data showed a consumer confidence fell short of expectations in November. Declining issues outnumbered advancers. So there you have it. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, in his prepared remarks ahead of the testimony before the U.S. Senate Banking Committee, said he continues to expect inflation to recede over the next year, but warned that the new coronavirus variant muddies the outlook and prices could continue to rise for longer than earlier thought. Crazy, man. So there you have it. Wall Street eyes dour open as Omicron worries grow after vaccine warning. So it's all today. Really, the news came from the idea that the vaccine is not going to work against the new variant. That's what they're saying, right? That's what they're leading up to, right? And beginning to kind of say, right? So there you have it. And anyway, I'll keep my, but you know, anyway, let's take a look at total 2.57 now, falling down again. Look, red in the market. So a red day now, a green day turned red in the market with the news affecting the entire crypto market. So that news affecting the crypto market. Crazy how it just kind of, you know, they want cheaper prices. Even CRYOWAR back to 375. Everything, even the metaverse. Let's take a look at Sand. And we're going to take a look at what's holding up strong here. Regardless, Sand at 676, holding its levels, but stopped its kind of previous tear that it was going on here. Sand's now in a bit of a cup and handle. Isn't this funny? Sammy cup and handy for Sand. And it's not to be worried. That's why it's a great day to get educated, to learn how to take control of the market no matter what. Don't let your emotions take control of you. Know how to read your support and resistance lines. Know your Fibonacci. Understand where you at. Begin to project into the future, right? Don't let your emotions keep you locked and not able to move. See how even though things are going on, we're still looking at the entire market. We're still able to move. We're still able to breathe. Let's look at, and there's always an opportunity too. Look at ETH BTC ripping right now. ETH BTC. And we went over this many, many times. Look at this cup and handle booming. Look at this pennant. Talked about ETH BTC here at 0699999. It's at 08 and pumping. ETH not dumping as hard as Bitcoin. Very interesting, showing you that ETH is showing signs of strength against Bitcoin right now as Bitcoin slumps, but ETH stays strong, even pumps a little bit too as well. So very interesting here. Ethereum holding its own at 4,600, sorry about that. And, you know, it went to a high here on a wick at 47.50. It wants that 55,000. It really does. And it's like nothing's going to stop me, baby. Nothing's going to stop me. So ETH still holding up pretty well, doing green. Let's take a look at all the cryptocurrencies. 15,000 now on the list. Let's see what's up in the last 24 hours. Stack still holding it. Shiba still holding it. Interesting. So regardless of the market, these are the big winners for the day. Luna at 57. Aave at 259. OMG. Tezos. Avalanche. Immutable X. Qtum. Nexto. Ethereum. Near Protocol. Near. I want to talk about Near doing damage. We'll talk about Near. Kusama. Hedera, Hashgraph, Polkadot. All still in the green in the 24 hours. So not too shabby. Another cool way to look at this is Crypto Bubbles. If you take a look at Crypto Bubbles, Crypto Bubbles is a great way to look at the market really fast and see what's happening. Everything is red. Even has a bit of a heat map here and shows you some levels on the hour, the weekly, and the year. Bitcoin up 200% of the year. Ethereum up 681% of the year. Binance Coin up 20x, basically, 1,900% on the year. Solana up 10,000% on the year, right? So, look, Hex up 4,000%. Dogecoin up 6,000%. All right. Shiba Inu up 79 million%. For real. Look at Terra Luna. Luna up 12,000%, basically. So, the gains in the last year. Polygon up 8,000%. I mean, insane. Axie Infinity up 28,000%. And we were looking at these coins. The Sandbox up 15,000%. Right? Gala 210,000%. I mean, at 61 cents. All the way to the number 46 coin. This was a low cap gem that nobody knew about. Remember when we first got into this thing? Nobody even knew what this was. I can't believe it's got a market cap where it stands right now at $4.3 billion. That's unbelievable. Ripping through helium. which had so much more of a flow to it. I mean, Gala really, really making big moves. Phantom up 9,900% on the year. I mean, this is what we're talking about. So the market has really, really, really delivered. Not everybody was there at the beginning. I understand that. But there's always, that's why you want to start learning what's going on now. Get educated now. Get into the game now. Look, 368,000% for SafeMoon. Just getting a hand, any of that. Immutable X is on my radar, up only 94%. I mean, this thing could do some serious damage. Immutable X only has a smaller market cap than Gala. It's pretty interesting because I think it has more of almost, more of a widespread use case across the entire market. So, crypto bubbles, man, showing you the deal, teaching you the game, showing you what's going down on the hour. Not too shabby. Let's look at the 50-minute. Anything kind of showing signs? LN showing some signs of life. AVAX going flat. Shiba not too bad. LRC kind of flat. MINA protocol isn't too shabby too. Let's take a look at MINA. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers. Jump on into the Crypto Lifer trading group today. It's Toasty Tuesday. Get on into the awesome discounts. You will not get them for the rest of the year. Perfect time to be alive. Perfect time to get into cryptocurrency, especially on a dip. You know what I'm saying? Not financial advice, but, no one ever made a killing buying on a green day. Let's be honest. Billionaires are made in a bear market. Millionaires are made in a bull market. So MINA holding its own, looking very, very bullish in this dip. So MINA's on my radar right now, MINA protocol. So despite what's going down, we find it. And also, I'm going to give you the low cap gem that I've been looking at that looks absolutely sweet. BSC play to earn, unbelievable. It's got all the bells and whistles and the keywords we're looking for. I like the marketing. I like what they're doing. I like the team, Doc's team, right? Audited, ready to rock, everything kind of in my favor. I like what we're looking at for this next coin we're going to bring up at the end of the live. So stay with me. Stay with me if you want to know the gem of gems. We gave you Gala. We gave you Naka. We talked about Block when it was only 004. So many low cap gems before they even came out. We looked at Torum when no one even knew what it was, really. More coming out every single day. So longs got destroyed yet again every single time, and that's why you do not trade futures. You want to look at Whalebot Wrecked? We'll show you. Whalebot Wrecked. Look at the liquidations. Liquidated long on ETH. Look, 244,000. Liquidated short out of nowhere. Ooh, wait, hold up. No. Look, liquidated long on Mana. Liquidated long on Binance, on Bitcoin Cash. Zcash. Bitcoin liquidated long. $1 million long liquidated. 56,208. See, that's how low the futures go. They go even lower than Bitcoin really went. 56,665, 128,000. Liquidated long, liquidated long, liquidated long, liquidated long. Don't be one of these people on the billboard. Don't become a statistic. Don't become a statistic. Become someone who stays in the game, baby. So MINA protocol on my radar. Looks like it can go up 100%. 93% gains is the measured move here for MINA protocol. MINA, baby. MINA. $4.68 right now, and this is a tiny chain. The tech behind MINA is pretty outrageous. You can download the entire blockchain. It's the size of a tweet, so it's pretty awesome. So that's what kind of separates MINA from the rest of the herd, MINA protocol. All right. And I believe MINA is also on KuCoin. I'm going to double check real quick for us. I believe MINA is also on KuCoin. May not be, but I believe it was. Oh no, only Kraken, Gate.io, and Binance. So there you have it. I'm about to open up a Gate.io, man. Like, just why not? They seem to have some of the low cap gems before everyone else even has access on the low. So they're kind of like a pre-KuCoin in a way. A lot of times coins will come to them before they get to KuCoin even. You'll see them on Gate.io for like a month, couple weeks, then you'll see them on KuCoin as well. quite interesting. Inverted head and shoulder forming here on the low now. What time frame is that on the perp? 10-second time frame. That's why I love this channel too. You never know what you're going to encounter every single day here in the market. It's a challenge. No day's going to be the same no matter what. And you got to keep your wits about you as a trader. Okay, good wick buying pressure right here off the bottom at 56,666 or 56,660. We did get a nice buy off the bottom here. Could be forming exactly what we're thinking here inside this channel. I'd like to see us get above the channel though. Like to see us get above the channel. Also the bigger one that we're looking at, can we break above it? Also, we've looked at this shoulder, this head, and this shoulder. That could also be playing out. Let's take the 1 hour though. Needs to come on down. Could we be getting a flip on the 1 hour? No, still pointing to the downside. No signs of basically relief here. So either sideways or down right now until this 1 hour comes to this side. 57,000 really, in my opinion, has to hold. And it's been having to hold for a few days now. If it doesn't hold, we're looking down at 56, and then you're looking down 55, and then 52, 53. And faster than you realize, too. So just putting that out there. So it's not a great day to open a trade. You don't want to open a bunch of trades right now. You got to look at what's strong, kind of balance the market out, and, see what's going down. CWAR. Bouncing back up to 381 from the wick here at 373. Extremely oversold on the 1 hour. Extremely oversold on the 15-minute. And you're starting to show some divergence. If you look at the 7-minute, you got divergence on the 7-minute because it's flatting. It's getting, or the 10-minute, it's getting flat here. And I'm not saying use the 10-minute to trade, but divergence can begin on a smaller time frame and begin to seep in to bigger time frames. I've seen that many, many times. So CRYOR on my radar about 382. Watching it very closely. One of the more bullish coins that I'm definitely looking at. CRYOR. All right. Okay. All right. 33% increase. Super Chats. Mask, UBX, ONYX. Deep dive on LOX. Let's take a look at Max, UBX, and ONYX. Thank you so much for the Super Chats. Well, let's keep it coming. Now I'm going to do just massive Super Chats. I really had to tackle Bitcoin. The market was acting crazy. I want to tackle massive Super Chats right now. It's all Super Chats. Babe, St. Teresa's. Hold on 1 second. Is it St. Teresa's? Hold on 1 second. My love, you want to get the phone? What? Whatever. Okay. Good morning, Lifer. Can you do a deep dive on LOX Network and some TA? Thank you. Shout out to Little Schmitty for the deep dive. Bouncing Betty wants parabolic move. I know, right? ONYX looks like a scam, Lifer. Ambiguous team with first names and no links. 30-plus team but 3 people. Misspelling on the white paper and graphics look shady. Dynamite chili. Okay. Thank you for the deep dive on ONYX. We'll take a look at it too as well. That's sad to say. I hope not. I hope not. Should I hold SHIB now? Do whatever makes you happy. I will never tell you what to do. This is a Hegelian dialect. Create the problem. Stoke the fear. Offer the solution. The problem you created. Make a new order under your control out of the chaos. Don't fall for it, people. You got to do it, right? Let the lion out. No, you go to a town. Right? What you do is you go to a town. Right? And you befriend everybody. Right? Then you go into the mountains and you find a lion. Right? Then you take the lion and you release the lion into the town. Right? Then you go and you grab the lion and you capture the lion. And you tell everyone you save them from the lion. Then everybody loves you, right? That's the old story, baby. It's been going on for thousands of years. The bigwigs don't want to miss. Yeah. Has Lifer looked at XTAG? We took a look at XTAG already. Thank you for putting that on the radar. Toasty 2-day Patreon. Huge 1-year discount. Pay with crypto or PayPal for $800. Just email cryptolifers@gmail. If you want to get into our special today, Toasty Tuesday, jump on in. Join the trading group for 1 month, $75, 3 months for $225, or 1 year for $800. Jump on in. Telling you, you will not find support, an amazing support group, an amazing group of traders all together getting through these dips, getting through these crazy times so you don't panic sell, do the wrong thing. You actually have a support system, a group of people around you to make sense. Look at this, though. 10-minute definitely could be a V-shaped recovery here with a bounce to the upside. Let's see what happens here. Massive wick down to about 56,005, but 57,000 is holding. This region just has to hold, really. That's all that has to happen, really. See this region, we bounce, we broke below, we bounce above it again. We get below this region, it's going to be very hard to get back above it again. I do not want to see us break below my shaded green area here at 57,000 and even below. We just really went as close as we could to the end of my area. We went halfway through at 56.6. So definitely pushing up. Can the Dow finally get a bit of a recovery here? Dow showing signs of life here. Some bullish divergence on the Dow on the 10-minute. Look, swing down to swing down on the Dow. Swing up to swing up on the RSI. Tells us the Dow should get a bit of a recovery here at 34,655. We're also at the bottom of the trend line, the right shoulder for the Dow. So Dow showing signs of life. Can you get a push up for the Dow? Let's look at the 1 hour. How much more room do you have to go here? Yeah, the 1 hour could push down more. So we're not done yet. Take a look at that 4 hour as well. 4 hour actually is good. We kind of stalled out. So showing signs of life. Little minutia on the 1 hour here and there in the smaller areas. But the 4 hour suggesting that the reversal is already going to begin, and all is well here on the Dow Jones Industrial. So I'm not really even stressing this. Looks like they're just using news to move the market, get a few good cheap prices, and then get everything right back up to speed again. It's kind of what they do. They've been manipulating us for years with the news, so I don't buy it. The media is not your friend. Never has, never will be, so remember that. Especially when it comes to trading, especially when it comes to the markets. They have been using the media to manipulate the markets for thousands of years. They will continue to do so. So remember that, That's why we use technical analysis here, and we do not get ourselves in a bunch here. We keep ourselves focused no matter what and get ourselves away from emotions. Nice and calm. Look, Ocean actually moving. 117 showing signs of life. Ocean don't care. Ocean's actually in a flag here on the 15-minute and wants to move to the upside. So Ocean, one of the few coins here that's actually showing strong signs of life here. Ocean. Very interesting. Ocean. All right. Very, very interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at Mask, UBX, and ONYX. Let's take a look at Mask. I like what Mask is doing right now. $15-minute beautiful bull pennant here. Starting to get busy. Mask. $15.99 for Mask. Also, it's a bit of a cup and handle here on the 15-minute elongated cup and handle too. I mean, it's been cupping since November 12th. Soon it'll be a month-long cup and the handle. Let's take a look at the 1 hour too as well. 1 hour pushing to the upside, showing signs of life, coming back down, but showing signs of life. Bottom trend line, hitting the 200-day moving average as well. These are good. These are really strong signs of close to a bottom. Also, support and resistance zones. Let's put in some support and resistance. We got rejections here, okay, and some right here too, and we're getting a bit of a bounce here. I can see Mask getting all the way up to a target here of what, 26.28 for Mask. So Mask is on the radar for sure. I personally do hold a bag of Mask. I'll let it be known. I've been holding it for a long time, like a few months. Like, I like privacy on the internet. It makes sense to me. I like what they're saying. I like what they're doing. So Mask, I get to get all the way here to the target at 28. And if you look at Mask, really been consolidating for a long time and hasn't really popped yet. Like, if you really look at it in the whole scheme of things, hasn't really popped yet. Has a wick to some massive levels. Look at this. Look where Mask has gone to. I mean, this is nuts. I'm still going. I'm not done yet. Look, mask has gone all... I'm not done. This is insane. I don't know how this has a wick up here to like $20,000. The wick for mask goes all the way to $30,000. A $30,000 mask? Like, isn't that crazy? I don't know how or why. It could be a glitch. Probably is. But it's just something to think about. It's pretty crazy, you know? So there you have it. So this has been on my radar for a while. Really not doing much with what Bitcoin's doing. Kind of just finding its way here. So mask has been on my radar for a while. Just want to put it out there. Appreciate someone who brought it up today, right? And if you build the story, you can see this thing, it formed a pennant here. Broke out. It's in a giant bowl. It's in a giant bowl. And, you know, rounded bottoms pay the bills. You're definitely not chasing the highs. You know what I'm saying? And it's actually showing signs of life. Like, this thing was down at $2. I got into this thing around, I think, $6 or $8. And it's already did a 1x and continuing to the upside. I like what we're looking at here for mask. All right? Possible double bottom here on the 4-hour as well. So mask, a little bit of a cup and handle here for mask as well. So mask is on my radar. I can see it getting up at least to the all-time high back to 29, 28. Then we can kind of talk about the next step of where it's going on the measured move here. And that wick is kind of insane. So, shout out to Gina Babina. Thank you so much, Gina, for coming on in. UBX, ONYX, deep dive on LOX. How about AVAX? We'll take a look at AVAX. TRAC BTC on Bittrex, please. Shout out to Tony Rubin. Shout out to Frank Legend. Lifer T on Pre-Search on KuCoin. Shout out to Frankie Legend up in the spot. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate the support and the love today, especially on these dark red days, baby. Thank you so much, Gina. We got UBX, we got ONYX, we got LOX, Track on Bittrex. Let's take a look at UBX. And it was at 6. Did it go to 5? Okay, holding 7. Finally getting a bounce. Did it finally bottom? That is the question. Did UBX finally bottom? Watching it closely. Anything is possible. That is previous resistance, holding a strong resistance point. Oh my God, man. ORE King Floki V2. Just giving back courtesy of King Floki. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. $100 super chat. You're the man, dude. I'm going to breakfast now because of you. I'm going to breakfast. That's it. $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, ORE King Floki V2. Unbelievable. On a red day, dropping the $9.99 super chat for the $100. You never know, man. That's why you show up every day and you keep fighting, because you never know when you're going to get blessed. Thank you so much, ORE King. Let that be a lesson to everyone out here. No matter what happens, always show up on time. Always show up ready to rock, and always show up dressed to perfection, because you never know where you're going to go, what you're going to do, or who's going to bless you. So bless everyone you're around as well. So I dress nice out of respect to people watching me. It's out of respect to you, right? When you watch me dress up nice, you're like, wow, that's respectful. Like, if I showed up with a ripped shirt on and whatever and was like, it is what it is. But when I show up ready to rock, when I show up clean cut, when I show up focused and formatted, it gives you that respect as well. So I'm giving you that respect. That's where it comes from. That's what this suit, the whole suit thing comes from. I'm also a teacher and an educator. If you came to class and your teacher showed up in like some old clothes and like just was like, writing on the board, would you be like, would you want to learn from that dude? If he showed up in a pocket square and a 3-piece and he was ready to rock, you'd be like, dude, this is the teacher I want to learn from. This is my guy. My fault for not listening before he dressed nice. Shame on me. Regret. I don't care what YouTubers wear on screen. I agree. I don't really care what YouTubers wear on screen as well. I'll agree with that. Like, it's not a big deal to me, but it's part of the aura as a teacher. Can you check out ACH from Joe? Giving back courtesy of King Floki, man. And King Floki just continued to rip faces off. Let's take a look at King Floki. King Floki V2. Not to be confused with V1. Just a massive green day for King Floki V2. Look at this thing. It's actually just getting started. Tell us more about King Floki V2. Is it the same as V1? What's going on? What's going down? What is it? And remember, before you do anything, always take a look at this contract. Go to BSC Scan, grab the contract, go over to Token Sniffer, throw it in there. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's better than nothing. And throw it and sniff the token out. Sniff the token out. Make sure it sniffs out somewhat. Like this is high risk, 45 out of 100. Token is sellable, not a honeypot at this time. The bias fee, you can tell if it's sellable too. That's a good thing. Owner wallet contains less than 10%. Creator wallet contains less than 10%. Adequate liquidity present. At least 95% of liquidity burned and locked. The owner wallet contains 5% liquidity. You know, so it gives you the information you need to know. Right? It gives you the information you need to know. It gives you 3 sites where you can look at it and check it out. King Floki V2. So UBX doesn't look too bad to me. I like UBX. 323% gains coming out of UBX all the way back to 3003. And this thing isn't even a penny yet. It's there. It would be a penny. There would be a tenth of a penny. It's a hundredth of a penny, and it has some amazing technology. UBX. Nobody even knows what this thing is yet. This is something you could hold for maybe in the next bull run. This thing ends up being 10, 20 cents, or it ends up doing like what Phantom did 4 years from now. You become a multimillionaire off this UBX. Anything is possible. That's how I look at these things. It's not always about this bull run. It's about the long haul, baby, the long haul. So I'm looking for gems on the low. Gems on the low. UBX is a gem on the low. I personally hold UBX. A pretty good bag of it. And, yeah, I believe in the project. I like it. I like the tech. UBX is on my radar as well. Let's take a look at LOX, a deep dive on LOX. Not to be confused with Jadakiss' old rap group, The Locks. Let's take a look at LOX. Elon balls looks like it's trending today. LOX Network, LOX. Let's take a look at LOX. No market cap. That's what I like to see. Just starting. A little volume. Very little volume. LOX Network. Okay. Brand new deep diving. And this is something we never heard. Providing global security for wireless devices. Our network, LOX Network, puts the power of device ownership in the hands of the owners rather than the wireless carriers. Our mission is to recover devices through global data sharing. Designed to target and dismantle the phone theft industry through a decentralized blacklist. We bridge our users' unique digital and physical ownership through unique non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. At LOX, we are providing the world's first global IMEI blockchain. So once the phone gets taken, you just turn it off on the blockchain. No one can use it ever again. Our model pairs smart NFTs and smart LOX NFTs, creating a bond that is the core of our security network. The user creates an NFT representation of themselves, including name and contact information, and then an NFT representing the user's device is then minted. This records the device's make, model, and IMEI. By bonding the two, the LOX network proof of ownership is verified on the blockchain. The innovative features of the LOX network, LOX mobile app, the XRPL ecosystem. Our network supporters are rewarded through the ecosystem 3 XRPL tokens. Just funny, XRPL, right? Like XRP. The LOX security tagging and decentralized IMEI blacklist. Private individuals to create applications using the LOX network. Decentralized blacklist API integration, putting the power of the device ownership in the hands of the owners. They got a docs team here. Lucas is the owner. Just a name. Chief of staff is Stuart. I swear I've seen this. I've seen this face somewhere else. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I swear I've seen this dude's face somewhere else. Kind of shady there. I could be wrong, but I have a photographic memory. This is like weird. You also, they don't have the LinkedIn. Like, I'd like to see the actual LinkedIn, you know? Interesting. That dude just looks shady. Become a partner. And then they have XRP in here? Like, really? XRP in there? Like, BitTrue? Like, is that real? And then the XRPL, remember that? It's kind of weird. Like, and there's no talks of LOX. This looks a little shady to me, honestly. Kind of, I would stay away from this. Like, I kind of want to done talk. I think I'm going to move on from this. I'm not a fan of this right now. Right now, I think it's a little weird. I'm getting bad vibes. So, I could be completely wrong. Watch it blow up tomorrow and be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I personally am not feeling it. Look at this guy. Nice show. Can you check out crypto stocks? IO, AMP, VVS, Finance, MANA, Dogelon, Baby, Doge, VThal, and Shiba. Yeah, my fault for not listening. All right. UBX, ONYX. Let's take a look at ONYX. So ONYX has been on my radar. I found it yesterday. Attention to DDL. Project ONYX. And honestly, the amazing core team, right? Again, you can't hit the links to their team. But Doc's team you can trust. Team experience. The foundation of any project in crypto is undoubtedly a strong, experienced team. Our team has developed several blah, blah, blah. You can share on Facebook, but no links to the foundation of any project, Cryptoverse, Project ONYX. You can check out the LinkedIn profile of our CEO here, Michael Helderfer. Okay. All right. There's a docs there. There's some docs going on. Play to earn fight game. Fight built on BSC and Unreal Engine 4. I mean, it has all the right words. Play to earn, Unreal Engine, and built on BSC, right? It's like, it's got all the real things you want. ONYX. About the game. They couldn't even get a nice voiceover. Michael, CEO of ONYX Project. I don't know. It looks a little weird too. That video looks a little weird to me. I got to give it. Looks a little weird to me. Team Fun. It could be a low cap gem. Built ONYX with Apple Pay and FISO trade though. Buy ONYX with Apple Pay. See, that's really interesting to me. All your BNB are in other tokens. This is interesting. And the fact that you could already do that is quite interesting to me, right? So I haven't really seen that. Buy a coin with Apple Pay. That kind of gets it on my radar. Like, it starts getting me kind of thinking, right? Attention to details is good hands. We work tirelessly. They say all the right things. They do say all the right things here.
Characters in Unreal Engine 4. Enjoy the ride with us, and you are always welcome.
Looked like he just read that. It was kind of weird, right? He was looking at a screen. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm in between on this one, but it's on my radar, and I've been watching it closely. So ONYX, earn to play, right? I had it up here earlier today. ONYX on my radar. I mean, it's got all the bells and whistles. It's got the right wording. Is it really what we're looking for? It fits the shell. $5.6 million market cap. I'll take a look at it over here on PooCoin and see what's cracking here. Always go get the contract address from CoinMarketCap. Make sure you don't play yourself and go grab it from a friend, family member, some random Telegram group. Make sure you're getting your own addresses here and figuring it out. Now, it pumped, and then it came back down here to the 618. Pumped again. Obviously, the market's struggling a little bit. But, I mean, it's interesting. It's in a strong place of support and resistance, technical analysis-wise, right, off of the Fibonacci level. Very low market cap, burned to 11 million. We'll see. We shall see. All right? Someone I know said it looks a little shady. The team looks a little undocked. So definitely do your own research when it comes to ONYX. Let's take a look at pre-search. Let's take a look at TRAC and Alchemy Pay. Can you please do quick TI on MONI? It's not on the trading view. It's on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, MONI, man. We like MONI. MONI. Remember MONI, which is Monster. It is on trading view. It's on KuCoin. Monster Infinite. I talked about it yesterday, went over it. It's in this falling wedge, getting very close to the stop loss, right? Actually, I think that got shifted, but I'm watching it closely. And again, I'm not saying buy right here when I put the stop loss. I'm trying to find the risk-reward ratio for now if we were to get in hypothetically. I like what we're seeing here on the 4-hour. This thing is showing really strong signs of trend. The 1 hour needs to come back to the downside, though. I'd put an alert here on the 1 hour. When that 1 hour hits, I'll be looking at here. The 4 hour shows very, very strong signs of strength, though. I like here The 4-hour looking very good here from MONI. MONI, Monster Infinite on the radar. Also, ILA is on the radar, which is Infinite Launch. You know, just the number just kind of hit my mind as I'm thinking about it. Another brand new coin here. And it's starting to flag out pretty nicely here on the 4-hour. This is showing signs of strength here, ILA. That's a flag, despite the market kind of showing some weak signs. So watch this too. Again, the 1 hour has to come back down, but I'll be watching ILA around this 60-cent region. If it can hold these levels, it'd be very, 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 very interesting. We could see this continue to the upside. It already is really when it started here at 41, up 50% and moving. Infinite Launch. So it's another brand new coin here on KuCoin. So, but watch Infinite Launch. Do your own research on it, right? Make sure, you don't just jump into anything because some YouTubers talked about it. That's not how we play it here. Okay, so ILA is on the radar, one of the newer coins on my radar. Let's take a look at pre-search. And I've been looking at pre for the last few days. It's been very, very close. Let's take a look at what it's doing now. So look at it. Started doing what we suggested, right? We entered pre at right around here, right? At about, hold on. Right really bottom trend line, really, or about 1920. This thing is holding up pretty well despite the dip too. It's been doing its own thing after a long consolidation. This coin is hot. When it came out, it was super hot. It popped. It did its thing. It was the new one, new kid on the block. It's forming a bit of a flag here outside of a channel. After it breaks a big falling wedge and you form another flag, it's usually a really good sign for bullishness. So again, though, 4-hour is oversold on a lot of these coins. They are pushing up. 1 hour definitely needs to kind of come back to the downside and cool off. So watching pre-search closely, though, as it's forming a bit of a flag here. I'll keep you guys updated on it. I'll have an alert on it. When my alert hits, I'll be keeping my patrons updated. And that's why I have alerts on all different coins throughout the entire market. That also helps you guys understand and basically helps me kind of support my whole team, because all these alerts will go off and I'm able to kind of throw a chart out, another chart out, and basically show more examples of what's happening in the market. ORE, man. Some craziness with ORE today. $17 million market cap holding. Wow, retraced all the way back down to this area, We got the pump. It was like the weak hands, man. The weak hands. ORE, man. This market loves to play with the weak hands. But people are buying this thing up. Look, you can see where's a bigger buy. Not huge, not huge, not huge. No big ones yet. Just kind of regular market day for ORE. Still bullish on this cup and handle. I still hold a huge old bag of ORE and I'm not selling. So I had nothing to do with this dump. You won't see my address in there. I like my ORE and I'm holding it. Thing just came out, man. Just came out. We got it into $3 million market cap. Let's give it time to breathe. The owners of the selling off for sure. That's the owners selling off for sure. I'm saying I never have looked into it. Never looked into ONYX. Take a look at ONYX for me. Money's coming. Tell me what you think. OLT, weekly time frame. ACH. We'll take a look at TRAC on Bittrex. Yes, flash dumps are common. Same here, bro. We ain't selling anytime soon. Future 1000X, in my opinion. Shiba will fall till how much? I don't know. The money's coming. I know you're the man on the deep dives. Just checking, bro. He really is, though. He really is. Hey, Lifer, can you do TA and OLT on TradingView daily, weekly time frame? We'll take a look at that. Thank you, big boy. OLT. Appreciate you, my friend. for coming on into the live stream. Let's take a look at TRAC and ACH and OLT. TRAC, which is on Coinbase. Also, you said it was on Bittrex, right? There's or Oregon Trail, Origin Trail. Kind of messes with you. Remember that game we used to play as kids? All right, so we had that falling wedge. It kind of did a bit of a pump. It's actually forming a nice, very nice bullish pattern here. All right, consolidated bullish pattern. Forming a nice pennant. Okay. Look at that. Bam. 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 Support and resistance lines. And let's take a look back at the chart. What do we see here on the weekly? Weekly, you can barely attest to this thing. I mean, would have to rip right back up to the upside. Had a nice weekly, sideways action. Can't really go on the weekly too much here. The daily looks really nice for this. Like, really, really nice. Like, I almost want to say it was in a falling wedge. And then you got the shoulder, head, and shoulder, which we've seen many times before. That's usually the right shoulder of the move. You got swing up to swing up here. And then you got swing down to swing down. You have hidden bullish divergence as well. This looks pretty nice on the daily time frame. Get back up to here. Support and support. That's a nice place to hide. Too steep for me, though. 21's the lowest I will go, man. Can't really go much lower than that. I like TRAC. Not too bad. It's on my radar now. Thank you for putting it out there. Let's take a look at it on a smaller time frame. 1 hour actually has legs. 4 hours is kind of at the top of its move. Interesting. Watching this closely at 1. It could get a pop. A quick pop. Might get rejected by 267. Find its way and then continue on out. But I do see a target here at about 422 for TRAC. Origin Trail on Bittrex and a few other exchanges as well. Ocean continuing to move here at 114, forming that little flag here that we showed you. Getting busy on the 15-minute. Ocean may be breaking out not too long from now with a target of 136. Small scalp on the 15-minute, but showing signs of life compared to a lot of other coins, right? Let's take a look at Alchemy Pay. And we looked at King Floki already. Let's take a look at Alchemy Pay. Alchemy Pay has been a toughie, right? Let's just look at it all fresh again. I mean, when you look at it, you could just see something that hasn't popped yet, really. Just a flag. Kind of a cup and handle as well in a bit of a range. Right? There's your cup. There's your handle for ACH. Out of nowhere, just started acting up, huh? These wireless mouses, I tell you. There's a cup and handle. Not a huge target on the handle, but it would get us back above into the all-time high area into 15. Not all-time high, but, back into pretty close to price discovery and back up to 23 when this thing first came out. Daily spent a little bit, though. Doesn't really give you much room for imagination. You go to the 4 hour. Still, okay, 4 hours showing signs of life as it bounces off support. Let's see if this support region can hold at 8, 8, basically 8 cents, a little bit above 8 cents. So Alchemy Pay can move. It's just been meandering slowly, doing its thing, taking its time. Hasn't popped yet, only a matter of time. Do you believe in the project? That's what it really comes down to. I own some Alchemy Pay. I actually do. Kind of got sucked into it at the beginning, thinking it was going to be bigger than it was. Then it just kind of been sideways for a long, long time. Alchemy Pay. So XRP showing a little bit of sign of life, not much. In Monero at 242. Monero's been quiet, way quieter than normal in a bull run too. Haven't seen much out of Monero at all this bull run. Kind of strange, Let's take a look at OLT on TradingView. Thank you so much for that super chat from Big Boy the 15. Let's take a look at OLT. And there's my alert on pre. OLT on KuCoin, one ledger. Let's just see. That's how he asked about it too. And look at MONI, man. Monster, Infinite. It's going to be a big deal. I like Infinite Launch too as well. MONI and ILA, both of them on my radar. You might want to write those down. MONI and ILA. You definitely want to write those down. Do your own research. Check them out. On TradingView daily, weekly time frame. We'll take a look at the Bitcoin chart. One ledger. All right. So one ledger's forming that cup and handle now on the daily time frame, right? Formed a long bull. Now it's in the cup and handle. Got some support and resistance zones as well that are starting to show some signs of strength. Which is what we want, right? Traditionally, initially. And there's OLT BTC. That's the Bitcoin pair, all right? You know, the cup and handle is the most explosive move in trading in any real asset class at all. I mean, and you can put it on a coin, a stock, a Forex. It doesn't matter. OLT BTC, one ledger BTC. So one ledger BTC getting all the way up here to 28797 is what I'm looking at for the BTC pair. About a triple up, almost from 9,300 Satoshis from where we're looking at. Take a look at the weekly you asked too. The weekly needs to come down a little bit, but forming some sideways action. If we can hold this support, we could get a turn up on the weekly. Anything is possible. So thanks again for the 15 super chat. I appreciate you, man. Thanks, Sam. DDIM, DuckDAO on Gate.io. We love DuckDAO, man. Shout out to Tony Rubin. We'll take a look at DuckDAO, DDIM on Gate.io. I remember when DuckDAO first came out. What an amazing project. DuckDAO, baby. And you know a good place to look at that is CoinTrader Pro. I used to look at it there all the time when it first came out. This was one of the first hot IDO platforms, really. When people really didn't know what an IDO was, it was DDIM, like the DuckDAO dime. I mean, this thing was hot, right? So if you were jumping in back then, you know what I'm talking about when MetaMask really first started getting hot with the masses. So look, this thing spiked hard because people like this thing and they know that it produces. It's produced multiple 100x coins, like off the top of my head, Bondly at 100x, right? So many different coins. I can't even think of them right now, but so many coins at 100x off the top of my head. Like, and so many coins that did absolutely nothing too. You never know. You know, there's a lot of coins that just came out and did absolutely nothing. That Leprechaun coin, almost taco time over here, heading to the car wash. Now, you go to the car wash every day? Jesus. SRP has low market cap. ONYX, TRAC, King Floki, OLT, weekly time frame. Strip.finance. What is Strip.finance? Is it what I think it is? You know, I don't want to like ruin the financial layer of the metaverse. Strip, decentralized platform for easing liquidity in the NFT space. Strip trading is live on PancakeSwap. Liquidity of NFT. Hundreds of thousands of creators and even higher numbers of enthusiasts are engaged in creating millions of dollars in value in the NFT space today. With the ever-growing transfer value of NFTs, it's creating a liquidity challenge in the market. Really. Locked liquidity in the NFT space. Asset ownership, blocked liquidity. Missing aftermarket for NFTs. No alternative to primary trade platforms. And absence of price discovery. Missing oracles for fair trade assessment. Our offerings, access to capital, bidding pools, and a marketplace. Digital finance experts. Interesting. And they all have a LinkedIn, right? I feel like I've seen his face before. This is weird. I'm like, they just keep using the same guys. Tensor Capital, Frontiers in there. All right. Cryptos. No one else I really know. Valhalla Capital. Exclusive NFT lending marketplace. Media mentions. How it works. Team white paper. And the testnet. I mean, enough to go on, but not enough to really. Are they going to do what they say they're going to do? There's a lot of like iffies on there. It's a black car. Carry, yes, it's a black car. Nice. Day. Tribe has been doing really well. 50% up since close. Not bad, not bad. Only way to get my attitude adjustment, bro. Can't burn in my office. So funny. Hey man, little late to the stream. Look at Tribe, looking oh spicy. Thank you. Take a look at Tribe. This thing exploded on the weekly. Let's take a look at here. Starting to make a bit of a move. Already kind of got pumped and dumped, in my opinion, by some pump group or something. I don't know what happened there in that wick. Lack of liquidity on this one, as the candles aren't really like, you don't have a lot of strong movement here, right? See how the shapes are very rigid and just kind of like, that's how you know you got like a weird, you know, big, not a sharp spread, you know, not a lot of coinage in there. To me, we missed the boat on this one. Kind of already ripped. You know, a little late to the party, in my humble opinion. Curving on the 1 hour needs to come on down. Wait for that to curve back, though. Could be 15 minutes showing signs of life here for a bit of a scalp pump, possibly. Yeah, the 15-minute will probably hit this measured move here. But then it's got to figure its way out. Tribe. And then almost like Tribe 1, which is HAKA, which is funny. Holding 30 cents. HAKA taking a beat down. I personally hold HAKA. Come on, HAKA, baby. And, you know, it's really just the textbook falling wedge to the downside. And come to the measured move. It is what it is. I mean, and now you see that, and it is what it is. And see if we can hold this level in support, we can start making maybe some new highs and new lows here for HAKA. I really like the project. I like the token metrics is behind it. And I like what I'm seeing. The TA is not too great right now on it, I'll be honest. You got a falling wedge, though, which is holding strong support right now and could break to the upside for HAKA. 4 hours not in your flavor. And the 1 hour needs to come to the downside, like a lot of other coins. Indecision in the market. So I heard someone ask about ELON, Dogelon, Mars. Let's take a look at ELON. I had it in this beautiful pennant. It's been forming one for months. Like, it feels like a month now. Just elongated. Wow, it finally broke out of the pennant. Took forever. Never thought it would. Wow. Elon. Or you're just kind of doing this and you're going to come back. Now, to me, it broke out of the pennant finally, right? Holding some strong levels of support and resistance now. Elon. Coming back to life, baby. Elon. There you go. There you go, kid. And I've been holding this since it was like here. Just consistently just waiting for this thing to pop. Waiting my turn for my pump. And I'm going to get my pump, and then I'm going to get out of the trade. And that's it, right? So, shout out to Crypto Greg for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much for asking about Tribe. Crypto Greg, you're the man, dude. Much love and respect to you and the family. Deeper Network. Toasty Tuesday graphic is fire. Thank you. Polygon CEO is advisor for the strip team. Oh, that's a big deal. Bitcoin going to 60 today. BTC 56,625. Waiting on Elon myself. Yeah, I'm waiting on Elon, baby. Waiting on this one. The daily just looks so beautiful. Look at this thing. Look at it on the daily time frame. I mean, it's just waiting to pop. And no one likes the uncertainty kind of red days. But think about it. Every time there's a huge pop, what is the day before it? A red, weird day. And then you have a big pop, right? So you don't have a big pop without these strange, creepy red days. These days of uncertainty. And that's why everyone wants to be a trader, but nobody wants to go through the pain. A trader knows how to deal with the pain time and time again. Like, I go through it all. And that's the difference between someone that wants to jump in and make a quick buck and someone wants to do this for a long, long time. So okay, so Okay, so check it out. I'm going to jump out of here for the day. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. And then I'm out here. It's 12:10. Need to get some food in my belly and get ready for my day. We teach class today. We have the class, the beginner's class. If you like all the technical analysis that we've been doing here, if you love it, if you're impressed, if you want to know more, jump on into the beginner's course every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. You can still pay with cryptocurrency. Email cryptolifers@gmail to pay with cryptocurrency to jump on in. And this is the falling wedge that could break to the upside 68% of the time with a measured move of $87,000. So we're looking at this very, very closely for BTC. Also, it's bouncing off our previous support and resistance zone. So in the macro scale, things don't look too bad. Like, we're actually looking pretty healthy in the macro scale, not too shabby at all. So on the smaller scale, we're watching these levels here on the 15-minute. Getting oversold finally, right? And honestly, like I said before, I just turned this into a weird pennant, or honestly, kind of a broadening. I guess it's like that. It's a pennant that broke down. Trying to make some sense of it. But right now, I just can't. Really not much of a pattern to play with right now. Still trying to find its way. Could say fine. It was here at the bottom of the pennant. It fell out of the pennant. This is the only idea here is this is the pennant. It broke out twice. So it's in a bullish rectangle. Broke out, came back in, broke down. Broke out, came back in, broke down. Bullish rectangle. That's the best. That's the most sense I can make out of this thing. On the 1 hour, it needs to come back down, resetting faster than normal though, which is good, and holding the zone. So, and we don't want to see Bitcoin break 57K, which it did already. I mean, I didn't want to see Bitcoin break 57K. So look, levels to watch now: 55,008, 55,000 even, and then easily we can roll right back down to 52,000. I'm telling you, not too long from now. So if Bitcoin cannot hold this level, all eyes on the 15-minute oversold bounce, and now you're looking for divergence on the smaller time frame, and that's the only thing that you can kind of find to save you. So you're looking for divergence now on the smaller time frame. Here you got swing down. There you have a little bit of divergence there. 7-minute possibly starting to show, because you got swing down and swing down here. But this is swing to the upside, but it's tiny. You'd like a lot more than that. But you go on that from the beginning. Can that be our bottom for our push back to the upside here for Bitcoin? Ugly bull pennant, crazy day, ups and downs, insane movement. I'll keep you guys updated in the Patreon as to what's going to happen with this insane bull pennant. Bit of a double top as well. All right. So some mixed signals here for Bitcoin. Wait for the 1 hour to get oversold again, and we'll see where we went. But we didn't even break the over. We didn't get where I wanted. Remember when I said the 1 hour was coming up high yesterday? I said we need to get above these previous highs, right? Cool that we got above there, but I mean, we never even got a candle close above 58,000. So I'm bearish on Bitcoin until I'm not. It's got to show me something better. It's got to break above this level. 55,500. That's like the first talk. If we can't get above there, then we'll go from there. And can the 15-minute hold? Can the 1 minute turn back? Can the 1 hour turn back to the upside? And can some of the divergence start to play out on that 7-minute is the question for Bitcoin. So all eyes on BTC. Thank you, everyone, for coming on into the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We'll fight through. Remember, this market will pump again, and everyone will FOMO back in. Wish they had been here. Wish they had gotten in to the $800 for my Patreon trading group. So jump into the trading group today. This is the last I will be able to promote it until I put out a video possibly later on. But jump into the Patreon today, right? Toasty Tuesday sale. Jump on in. You will not be disappointed. 1 month for $75, 3 months for $225, or 1 year for $800. Jump on in today. This is the last day we're giving the sale, and then it will go back to the regular prices. Pay with cryptocurrency too. We'd love it if you email cryptolifers@gmail and paid with cryptocurrency, but you can also pay PayPal. Also today is the beginner's course. Every single Tuesday from 3 to 5, I teach a beginner's trading course. Learn proper risk management, enter a trading checklist, and calculating a stop loss. All there for you. 2 hour beginning course from 3 to 5 today. We'll take submissions up until about 2:30. So let us know. Email us at cryptolifers@gmail if you want to pay with PayPal or cryptocurrency to get yourself into the beginner's technical analysis group. I love you all. I'll see you all on the next live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you, my friend, are already doing the right thing. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, guys and girls. Tomorrow on the next live stream. Crypto is life. Peace.